Good morning, guys. How will I say it's good morning, but it's only like 3 minutes left in the morning because it's been a rough day so far. After I got Ellis to bed last night, he's sleeping on my side of the bed now, and he decided to wake up a bunch of times over the course of the night, just coughing and kind of choking. And so every time it would happen, I would basically be woke straight awake. I've got to deal with him or else he's going to explode everywhere. So that was loads and loads of fun. And everything went well overnight. He did not throw up at all. And then Christina put him in the car this morning and got him to the daycare, like a road away from the daycare, and he exploded. It's terrible. After sleeping the floor the entirety of the night, Duncan is home with me today, so he's actually upstairs in bed sleeping, which is surprising, because normally he'd be down here, he'd be wanting to play video games, he'd be wanting to play the Vive, and he's just, no. He came downstairs this morning when we came downstairs, and he basically laid down on the couch, turned on the TV, and just sort of laid here. I will admit, I was so exhausted because of dealing with Ellis, I went back upstairs for a little while to take a nap after Christina left, and yeah, he went right up after me, so I woke up at one point, and he was laying in the bed too. So I just left him up there. He's laying in the master bed right now, and I'm gonna go ahead and get some lunch because I know he's not gonna be feeling it. And there's a ridiculous amount of leftover pizza and breadsticks, and delicious and terrible. So I told you guys yesterday that I ordered those soundproof panels for the office here, and it said it was going to take over a week for them to show up. So no problem. I'm not in a huge hurry. I would like to get them here, but it's fine. Well, I got an email last night from UPS saying that I had a delivery scheduled for today, and it said it was like actually 2 packages, 35 pounds and 15 pounds, and the company was actually the company name of the product that I had ordered. So apparently I got like overnight shipping or something somehow. I mean, it's coming from Illinois to central Kentucky, so it's not like it's a 5-day journey or anything, but they got it out there fast, meaning I placed my order and within just a couple of hours, they had it boxed up, loaded on the truck, ready to go and out. So it's gonna be here sometime this afternoon. 50 pounds of soundproof paneling, sound dampening panels, acoustic treatment to put up on the walls. I did watch a couple of videos yesterday trying to figure out exactly what I should order before ordering anything, and there were some really good suggestions out there, some really good recommendations on these videos. I ended up just ordering treated fabric panels, and we'll see where it goes from there. If they're just absolutely horrible, we'll deal with it. I mean, the worst case scenario, I can always add more. I can put things into the corners of the rooms. I can buy different panels. There were some that were like curved reflectors, absorbers instead of dampeners. There's just all kinds of options out there. The big thing for me is just coming up with ways to help deaden the sound in the room so there's not so much echo. You may not be able to tell it right now because there, I am as close to the mic as I am, but there's a decent amount of echo in this room. I guess what I probably ought to do is take my main camera, sit down at my desk and do some before and after tests, maybe just different places in the room. Probably a good idea. Well, it's later in the day. I've been trying to get some work done, but going back and forth with Duncan and whatnot. But Christina showed up. She's home from work early, having a little bit of lunch, not feeling hugely well. But at least she was able to go in and be there for a little while.
I go lay down.
That's fine. Duncan's in the bed. So, minor update. It's been a little while since I turned the camera on, but I got my new SIM for Straight Talk in the mail. I told you guys the other day I was having problems using pretty much anything while I was outside of the house on 4G. So I got the new SIM in. I had to call Straight Talk to actually activate it, to go through the whole process. The lady got me activated. I just had to restart the phone, put the new SIM in and whatnot, brought it back up, put in all the APN information, made sure everything looked right. Nope, not fixed, which means that there's something wrong with my account. I've tried it on multiple phones. I guess I need to go back and try it on my iPhone again, which I really don't want to do, but I think I'm about this close to just canceling Straight Talk and moving on with my life. Man, this camera is a beast. Yeah, I just had a ridiculously stupid little fall. I'm getting my hands full trying to get everything ready and walk out the door. I've got to go get Ellis. Drop the camera flat on its bottom. Luckily it was on the little tripod mount and the flip out section. Didn't hurt the floor, didn't hurt the camera. I don't know how this thing does it. Yeah, after all the times that I've dropped it, there's no cracks, there's no scratches. There's one sort of a decent ding on one of the microphones on the front, and that is it. I want my next car and house built out of this camera. So, fun little side note here. I told you guys a little bit ago that I moved my Straight Talk SIM back over to my iPhone. Works perfectly in it. So I'm probably gonna have to call Straight Talk and basically just say, look, I activated my line with an iPhone. I've moved to Android phones now. What's the problem? Because when I'm using an Android phone, it does not work right. When I'm using an iPhone, it works perfectly. So there has to be just something on my line that's put in there wrong or something. Straight Talk is really the service I think I would like to be on because of the pricing and the speeds. The fact that it is AT&T unthrottled, and that for a little bit more per month I can get 10 gigs at full speed, I'm totally okay with that as long as it's actually good service and usable service. And I guess technically if I had to use it on an iPhone all the time, it wouldn't be such a big deal. I can move my test devices to be T-Mobile devices. Just a bit of a pain in the butt, especially when my Galaxy S7 is an AT&T only device and I can't seem to get it unlocked. I tried. AT&T system just didn't recognize the IMEI for some reason. Well, I just had a UPS delivery come in. This is my 50 pounds of acoustic phone dampening stuff. Wow. But Christina has decided it is food time, which, you know, well deserved. It's 5:30, so might as well. Baby has had his bottle and has not exploded yet. Had his big poop and yeah.
It feels better.
Yeah, it seems to. And so I'm gonna run out and grab some food, although Duncan I think is gonna eat a piece of pizza that we had left over because he missed out last night. Go for it, it's in there. Okay. It's ready for you. It's hot, they'll blow on it. So I completely forgot until I got to Arby's that they sent me an email the other day. My birthday's coming up in a few days, and they sent me, you know, happy birthday, here's a coupon. So as I was going through the drive-thru, I pulled out my phone and looked it up. I said, did I need to print this out or can I just show it to you? So I ended up getting a free milkshake as a result of just being on Arby's email list. I'm getting ready to put out the trash for this week, but I wanted to go ahead and empty these big boxes out. Here are my sound deadening panels, my acoustic treated panels, whatever. This is not, I guess not entirely what I was expecting, but I think it'll work. You got wood, sort of a plywood backing there. Nice looking wood though. And then you've got fabric wrapped around it, and it's, actually it feels like it's padded. So I guess there's foam inside of there. Can't honestly tell the difference in terms of the sound because they're all stacked there against the wall, but that's what 50 pounds of acoustic treated paneling will do. That's what it looks like. So we're gonna have one here, a 2x3, probably two right here and one there. That'll be all of the 2x3 ones. And then I figured 1 and 1 for the 2x2s. And that's all that I've ordered at the moment. I could technically do maybe a 2x2 up there, like right here. And then when this is gone, I could do another 2x3. The shipping is the worst part on these things because it's like $15 to ship one of them, and then they add $6 for each additional one you buy. So the shipping gets a little cheaper, but not that much. So anyway, it is nice to have them here. I've just got to figure out how to install them because this is what it came with. No instruction manual or anything that I've seen yet. Just a bunch of metal clips and screws and anchors, and I think the clips kind of slide together. So you put them on the back of all of the panels, and then you put the other side of them onto the wall wherever you want to mount them. So technically, if you ever wanted to upgrade to bigger ones, you just buy the new ones and swap them out. But I'm gonna have to figure out how this works and get all of the mounting equipment in place, and then we get to get started. Yeah, he kept reaching for my laptop and like wanting to hit the buttons and stuff on it. Can't let that happen. So Christina went and found this thing upstairs. This is one of Duncan's first toys. And he is loving on this thing. He loves the horn. She had to put some new batteries in it, but I think Duncan wore it out. And it's been years, so batteries are probably bad. But it's got all sorts of little fun car toys on it. Look, the buttons. See the buttons over here? Oh, now you're driving like mommy.
Roll this.
No, you roll this by turning the wheel.
Oh.
Look at that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Crazy driver. Whoa.
You're driving like daddy.
And as usual, it's much, much later. It's 10:30. Duncan's been in bed for a while, actually since before that last clip. Sorry for that last clip. Christina was filming at a bad angle, so lots of legs showing there, but what can you do? The baby has had a bath. He's now laying here on the boppy beside me. He was out until I coughed just a second ago. Sorry about that. And I've been sitting here editing the vlog. Christina just now headed off to bed, so I'm gonna be finishing up the vlog and working on any other videos I can find that I've got ready to go. My video about the Osmo accessories went up earlier. I've been occasionally checking back to see my recent comments on it because I still am not able to get comments on my main channel YouTube videos. Thanks to whoever in the comments suggested that. I'm not even gonna go back and bother to look at this point. But either way, it is out there, and now I can get working on the next one and the next one. I actually was also working on not a script, but an outline for a love it or hate it, the first one that I'm gonna try to do about the Galaxy S7. It's like, as a follow-up to my S7 Edge video, I figured why not stay in the same vein, right? It's my most disliked video of all time, and it's sheerly because of the title and because people didn't bother to watch it, but it's got over 1,000 dislikes on it. But it actually also just passed 100,000 views a day or two ago, which is ridiculous. I'm not complaining. I'm loving that. But while I've been sitting here, I also found the instructions for how to install the things for the acoustic panels. Looks like it's going to be fairly straightforward, but an awful lot of drilling and screwing and blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to get that done whenever I can get that done. And other than that, like I said, just going to sit here and work for the rest of the evening and watch videos on the TV, because I'm loving having YouTube on the TV. The smart TV is a good thing. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for spending the day with me and the family, the unfortunately sick family. Be on the lookout. I may actually end up doing a video about the audio dampening stuff in there if it turns out halfway decent. And we will see you again tomorrow. Bye, guys.